What is up, everyone? My name is OJ, and welcome to the Village of PlayerEssence, where all you PE ninjas can come to get your gaming news. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So there is a rumor going around that Walmart and Target are set to get a mix of playable and video Switch displays in their stores. So retailers are getting promos for upcoming game hardware. Isn't anything new, according to Go Nintendo here. We've already seen Switch advertising up at a number of retailers, Walmart and Target included. Now we're hearing a rumor that both Walmart and Target are upgrading to a mix between video and playable Switch displays. This may not be all Walmart and Target locations, but these demo units are indeed on the way. There's also talk about some locations starting off with a video display, then moving to playable. And once again, I have to 100% agree here. This is not something that we haven't seen before. This is something that Nintendo employed with the Wii U, and this is something that I think that would happen with the Nintendo Switch in order to get people hands-on time with this actual device. Now, I want to see whether they're going to be able to dock it right then and there. I think you'll be able to then just take it off, so you can kind of see how that will work by docking it and taking it off. They're going to have some nice protective casing to where people don't steal it, obviously. But either way, I think it's a good idea. I do think that getting this system out there and having people hold it and actually play the games and see the type of content they're bringing is a lot better than just telling someone about it. Us hardcore Nintendo fans and people just in general seem to be digging it. Obviously, everyone is going out there and pre-ordering the system. We've been hearing reports that there were pre-orders available today, pretty much, or yesterday, for just a little bit on Best Buy and at Walmart, and they were gone like in like 15 minutes. I know King Avery Games, make sure you check out his channel, link in the description below. King Avery was telling me that, yeah, like there was Best Buy pre-orders up for like a minute. I was at lunch with the client, so I did not know, so I wasn't able to check my phone. But yeah, pre-orders were up on Best Buy for Nintendo Switch consoles, and they were all gone. So we need demo units. Demo units are always great. People know what it's about, but I think Nintendo's going to have a nice base of people who pick up the system and who can show other people, hey, this is what this does. This is why you want this device. So I think it's pretty cool, but obviously having demo units is a very important factor into the whole mix of advertising and making sure people know about the system. Moving on to the next article here, there is another look at the positive reaction to Nintendo's Nintendo Switch Super Bowl commercial. So here are some of the details. So immediate results following the airing of the ad indicate that interest for Switch, Nintendo, and Zelda saw a sharp spike. Terms related to Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch achieved breakout rankings on Google search results. Prior to the Nintendo Switch commercial airing, the 30-second ad sat at 765,000 views on YouTube. After the Super Bowl airing, the commercial is now nearing 900,000 views. Yesterday, the extended trailer had 2,670,000 views and has now risen to more than 3.6 million views. So once again, Nintendo is doing a lot of things right in the marketing aspect of the Nintendo Switch. This was Nintendo's first Super Bowl commercial. Those Super Bowl commercials cost $5 million, so Nintendo spent a lot of money for this to happen. But I do think, even though pre-orders are sold out, that it will help in the long run as far as people getting their mind share on the Nintendo Switch. It is a unique device, and they showed it in a very interesting way. You see the guy waking up, he sees the Nintendo Switch right there, he's going over, he makes breakfast, playing it there, goes to his TV, plays it there. So it just shows you the versatility, and to me, to a common consumer, I think that's a good way of understanding what the system can do. And you see Zelda. Everyone, for the most part, knows what Zelda is or has a general understanding that Zelda is some type of like iconic franchise for Nintendo. So I do feel that this could reach out to people who normally don't buy Nintendo consoles. That could have reached them and said, well, let me hear a little bit more about the system. Let me actually investigate it. And Nintendo did a good job, in my opinion, of showing off that game, showing off the system. And I feel that this is definitely going to be a positive thing for Nintendo going forward as they get more units out there in April, May, and June. Moving on to the GOAT, the greatest of all time smartphone game. Of course, we're talking about my baby, Fire Emblem Heroes. So if you participated in the Fire Emblem Heroes event where you basically had the character votes that they were doing, you should expect 200 platinum points in your My Nintendo account. So one of the things that I love about Fire Emblem Heroes is that it's connected to My Nintendo. And one of the things that I love about My Nintendo is that it has missions or achievements. Now, if you look at the missions and achievements and the stuff that Nintendo's asking us to do, what does that do when they give us these type of rewards? It encourages us to go out there and vote like I did. It encourages us to go out there and complete and play the game. It encourages mindshare, which ultimately leads to money, which ultimately leads to why Nintendo needs to have an achievement system integrated into the Nintendo Switch with My Nintendo missions, and connecting all of this, because it makes sense. I think it all makes sense that if Nintendo had this system, the My Nintendo, integrated into everything, more people are going to have mindshare on playing their products and going to their site to redeem stuff and to spend more money when you get discounts and things like that. So it all plays into it, Nintendo. Hopefully, this My Nintendo is integrated into every single Nintendo Switch game. It doesn't seem like it's going to be integrated at launch into the system OS, but we don't know at this point. We're still waiting because the Nintendo Switch pretty much is a dedicated games console at this point. They've already talked about it not having a web browser. It's not going to have certain media apps like Netflix and Hulu and all that. They're really just focusing on the gaming aspect of it and the OS being super light and fast, and I'm pretty sure that OS is going to be blazing fast, pretty much based on what they've said so far and what we've seen even really in the kits that they've shown off during the Nintendo Switch reveal event and all of that. So I'm really looking forward to this My Nintendo Fire Emblem Heroes integrating and tying into more games to where we can have My Nintendo points and that be integrated into all of Nintendo's devices going forward in the future. Alright, and lastly, we're going to get to an article that I was thinking about reporting on, but then I kind of went back on because there wasn't anything confirmed, and when I clicked on the link, by the time I got home, I couldn't really see what was going on, and that was the reports that ARM basically confirmed the specs from the CPU side for the Nintendo Switch. This was something that was up on multiple different sites, Go Nintendo, Nintendo Everything, pretty much every single site. However, it is not the official word from Nintendo, and ARM has basically removed that Facebook post and said this is not anything official. They didn't deny it, but at the same time, they are not confirming it or anything because everyone was saying it's confirmed based by them. So let's go into this article here, and I'm actually reading this from SwitchCore, and they say ARM did not confirm specs for Nintendo Switch. So they said today, the ARM Facebook page confusingly put up a link to an article by AndroidPit.com, seemingly confirming the 4X ARM Cortex A57 for the CPU of the Nintendo Switch. And they basically linked that article. So then they said, we reached out to ARM to get confirmation on this statement and received the following response to our question. And here's what they had to say in full. Hey ARM, this is Andrew from switchcore.net. We recently noticed you put up an article about the Nintendo Switch being powered by a 4X ARM Core A57 processor. This info coming from this post, and they linked the Facebook post there. Is this indeed you confirming the Cortex A57 inside the Nintendo Switch? The content you linked is hardly an official spec sheet and rather an educated guess taken from past rumors from the website Eurogamer. Any official statement confirming or denying these things would be appreciated, as it is a bit odd to see an official company linking an unconfirmed rumor spec sheet. Thanks. And then ARM went on to say, hello Andrew, it is not an official statement. We will be removing the post to end any confusion. Thanks for the message. So ARM has since deleted the post and simply unconfirmed that this ARM CPU is in the Nintendo Switch. It is yet to be seen whether this was merely a social media manager error linking unconfirmed rumors, or rather a post that was not ready yet for public consumption. If I personally had to guess, it would be the former. Nonetheless, this is an interesting bit of information, and yeah, it is interesting because it just did seem, based on what I saw people screen cap, that they were just going off of what Eurogamer said, and there wasn't really anything more added to that. Could it be just a marketing manager doing that? Like he said, he feels that it's the former rather than them saying, oh, well, we do have official information and we're putting it up there, then taking it off because we realize we made a mistake. Why would ARM make that type of mistake? Maybe because Nintendo has already put out information on the Nintendo Switch, but they haven't talked about any of the technical specifications. All they've said is an NVIDIA Tegra chip that's going to be powered by it. They haven't talked about anything else. So it's interesting to see that they would put that out there, yet there definitely isn't enough saying that this is 100% confirmed or anything like that from Nintendo or from NVIDIA or anything. It's just from ARM, who, yes, of course, works on the chip, but is not a 100% confirmation. So yeah, definitely we need to stop saying that it's 100% confirmed that it's using this, because it's not. We don't know what modifications could be done. We don't know if there's more to the picture. There's just so many different things in here. So that's why I wanted to wait and see if this was official before I said anything on the matter, and I'm glad that I did, because this article did come out. So no official confirmation at this point, but it could be, but who knows. At this point, I don't think anybody even really cares, because people are just pre-ordering the Nintendo Switch based on games, and that's what I'm worried about, is the games. The system is strong enough, in my opinion. I've seen Mario Odyssey, I've seen Splatoon 2, I've seen Xeno 2, I've seen The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's enough for me. It's a lot stronger than Wii U. The games look better than Wii U. The games are running at 1080p for a lot of them. A lot of them run at 60 frames per second, or a lot better 30 frames for like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, open world game. Draw distance is better. To me, it's strong enough. It's going to have the content that I'm really looking forward to. I can play it anywhere I want, and there's no freaking installs for all these games. So I'm happy. I'm completely happy, and whatever it turns out to be, it turns out to be that. But overall, I'm just excited to play some games. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about all of these articles. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace!